All right. So, are you looking at the two names of these teams before I swap out here?
Yeah, so apparently we've got Content Knights versus Crunchy Moms. So,
Failboat, are you ready?
Failboat is ready. I know he's gonna love Crunchy Moms because he's a big fan of weird names.
Don't say it like that.
Are we wrong? Are we wrong?
That's probably the incorrect way to phrase that.
Are we wrong? Are we
You're not
wrong?
a fan of Crunchy Moms? I thought
Hello,
everybody
everybody.
was a fan of Crunchy Moms.
Goodness me, Content Knights versus Crunchy Moms. I'll tell you what. Look, I'm all a fan of weird names, but he's gonna love Crunchy Moms. Great introduction right there. Also, I'm sorry, but was that an E-liter I saw in that last game? That was
Yeah,
fire,
but I
man.
think that was on the side of and Cafe, and they did win. So
Yeah, the winning team. Like, okay, I know the chat saw it. The chat was popping off a little bit. How did the E-liters survive when they were under so much fire for a second there? Like, what they were
with all those tap shots.
the move, yeah, the tap shots, the movement was so crisp. My gosh, and you guys were giving all those shouts to Young Ink, and I just want to give my shout out to Young Ink. Man, yo, if you are a new team and you want to learn the scene, and just cast your reel out, see if you're gonna good. Just see if you're gonna good. Just try it out. Try out the competitive scene. Give a shot at Young Ink. It's a tournament exclusively for the young names, the up and coming teams, the people who have first seen a Switch yesterday. Like, it's a great time to test your mettle against some teams that might actually have some good names in it. That being said, Content Knights versus Crunchy Moms. Do you have any idea what we're going to see from this upcoming set here?
Obviously, I've never heard of Crunchy Moms, but I've heard of they're a very solid team. I believe about a middle division team in Ludi, maybe around B or so. So good on them.
I have to write that down. That's a pretty good one. If they start to lose, I can say they break apart very easily because they're crunchy. They're going to have a very nice, satisfying crunch. I'll just write that down and reuse that later as we go into the set. Anyway, Chad, just forget you heard that. So when I next say that joke, it'll actually be fresh content.
There's a little plug here. Blake has informed me, since we have been talking about Young Ink a lot, we're going to be talking about them as the next one will be January 27th and February 3rd. So if you're a newer team, try and look into that. And just look out for Young Ink on January 27th and February 3rd. If you're not a new team, you can still support the stream and everybody like that by watching them. Maybe you have some pointers for them yourself. If you're a top team who wants to watch and try to help the newer teams out. So yeah. Just with that.
That's true. And also a quick heads up on the weight of this set. The winner of this makes bracket. This is an important match for the people involved. Both teams are 3-1 right now in their respective round robin. And they're going to be needing to make it out of this. You don't want to... You would love to make it into bracket. Round robins is fun and all. You get a lot of good matches in. You get a lot of good practice in. But there's something nice about being able to make it into the actual bracket. That being said, this is, of course, the entire thing is a tournament, But this is like the qualifying rounds. And what is that picture? Crunchy Moms coming through with some interesting pictures right there.
Yeah, Crunchy Moms actually has a nice... Spam those crunchies in the chat if you got them. And
who is that guy?
See what we got. And
we have Splat Zone's Black Belly, Snapper Canal Tower Control, and good old main stage Blitz, Clan Blitz. Crunchy Moms.
It is going to be the same maps we just saw, since it's another round 5 map. Oh,
that's right.
Hopefully we see some nice team comps out of these. This means that they probably are in the readying stage right now. Going to be only a couple of seconds. And
then we're going to be going into it. Black Belly Skate Park is actually one of my favorite, if I may bring it up, one of my favorite tower control map, or one of my favorite Splat Zone maps, just because I like the 2-zone maps. For those who do not know, this map has 2 zones, as you will see in a second, that are they... The state of this map is usually always in a neutral state. In like one team has one zone, the other team has the other zone. No, the timer is not going down. But usually we see a lot of like back and forth, like one team grabs the other zone just as the other team grabs their zone. We might see that some of this game, but if you have control, some people actually have it as an emote. I'm sorry, I just noticed that. It's called Tiny Face, the Crunchy Moms emote in the Twitch chat. That's great. But if you can take control of that central spiral, the tower in the middle, the look over the land, you're going to be able to hold the ground of this map for a good long while.
Definitely in Splat Zones more than any other mode on this. That middle tower is definitely important because from there you can see both zones, paint them very well, and pretty much see everything going on in the game from there. So you're going to be knowing where the enemy's trying to come in from that zones, if they're trying to flank, anything like that. So definitely in Splat Zones, you want to be able to control that top tower. I can do that, or often that have longer range, maybe that can just stay there and like wreak havoc from above. So we're going to see if maybe one of the teams tries to elect for a strategy surrounding that.
Yeah, it's a map also, I mean, I love it. The good old Stingray. It's a map that the Stingray also excels on because that tower in the middle, that's a big old wall, and sometimes you don't want to climb over it. Sometimes you just, rather shoot through it. So seeing a special like that come out would be nice. Splashdown, usually really effective on single splashdown, or rather, single splat zone maps. Not going to be as effective on a 2-zone map. It's going to be useful because a single splashdown will take control over a single point. So maybe it would be more useful in certain situations. Interesting. Then we got things like the baller, which will have the same effect. If it'll take down one zone really nice, won't be able to take the other zone. Yeah. A lot of coordination is going to be useful.
Baller, actually, I know it's not everyone's favorite special right now, but maybe in the 2-zone maps, it can probably cap it just with one explosion. And especially if you're up top and there's an enemy like near the zone area under you, you can just drop down from there with your baller, make a quick explosion, and they'll probably never see it coming. So just maybe in theory, this is maybe one of Baller's best maps, maybe.
I could, you know what? I could actually see that. If you could get
theory, but I don't know how.
Dive bomb down below, yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah, I can see it in theory, but like I don't know how well it's gonna work out because Baller's still not the best.
I still think it could work. I'm thinking about it. Look, if you could have a good weapon that could paint well, if it could paint well, in order to help yourself get up there, help I guess secure a little bit of the point, and then drop down as a baller, it could work out pretty well. Plus, the good old spinny boy, I always forget the actual name for it, the sprinkler. It's also a really nice tool on this map. We were actually seeing it on coming out from the heavy splatling in, I believe, one of the last matches. Just holding down control over one of the points while being able to fire somewhere else. It's really powerful. It's a really nice utility tool.
The sprinkler just maps in Splatoon 1 with the dynamo wreaking havoc here. And just throwing those sprinkler right above the zone has always been an annoying thing for the enemy team to handle. So we're going to get into it now with Køntøn Knights versus Crunchy Moms, a blaster on each team. And we've also got coming out the longest range in the game. We've got the NZAP on each team. And actually, I believe it's a custom range, a range blaster on the side of Køntøn Knights. So a little bit different blaster picks, but still. Blaster nonetheless.
Yeah, Crunchy Mom's starting off very well. Gonna be again in this situation where one zone has one, one team has one team has another kind of a situation. Ooh, this is real scary. Wow, great roller kill coming out from Alex right there. That's 3 down on the side of Crunchy Moms, and it looks like Køntøn Knights, the Hammer Vanguard himself, Alex, looking to try and get a couple early kills, going to be taking someone down way far into their spawn. Interesting strategy to remove some people from play that early into the game. But now we see a sweep coming out on the side of Crunchy Moms, just sending it right back at them.
Trade from Alex there, but the rest of his team just couldn't hold it down enough to secure those zones, and somehow Crunchy Moms come out of it with both zones and map control in their favor.
That's true. Yeah, it is still locked down for them. They still don't have the lead. They're so close. But wow, that ink cloud going to be coming out from the side of Køntøn Knights. Going to be trying to take it back. And once again, we're seeing this back and forth situation of, well, you have one zone, I have the other. And that's going to stay like that for a little bit. Yeah, they're trying to take it back, but this is not working out. Whoa, hold on a minute. Køntøn Knights actually might have a little bit of a good push right here. They have control over the middle. They have control over both points. That timer is going to start ticking down. Their bonus timer that they racked up once the enemy team had claimed their turf.
Yeah, so the umbrella of Kartox did try to go after that pro there. Does get him finally, but the pro did get those bubbles off in time. So let's see if those bubbles maybe can do anything for the team. But Kartox does get another one. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, but he's moving forward. And maybe extends a little bit too much as Nefty gets a double kill.
Wow, speaking of double kills, another one right there. I just want to give a quick shout out to that great little roller play. He's doing an interesting strategy. Like, hey, let me get control over middle first and then just fully extend. Like, extend everything, man. This guy is in their spawn just firing and trying to get a trade. I think that's an interesting strategy, but right now, it looks like Crunchy Moms is trying to come back with a little bit of a push right here. No one having any specials ready. He kind of blew it all early. Køntøn Knights holding it down well.
Bills did try to move forward there, but unfortunately the rest of Køntøn Knights just picks him off easily.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. They have not controlled the map just yet. No, yeah. Køntøn Knights holding on to the control of the map. That splashdown is going to contest it a little bit, but only one person alive. It's a wipe! It's a wipe! They just can't
and that might be the game here. They can't get back in. They've only got a few seconds left. They're trying to get back their zone. They do stop it momentarily, but Køntøn Knights gets his double kill, and it's not looking too good right now. If they can cap the zone, they do, and Køntøn Knights puts himself in a prime position to take this game.
That was really solid, man. Like, honestly, that game sort of went back and forth. At first, I thought that was more in Crunchy Mom's favor, but then Køntøn Knights, excuse me, proving that they are very not nice. Just rushing in there, getting some kills. I mean, again, shout out to the man on screen right now, Alex. 14 kills because he went in there and stayed in there. He got a couple trades, got a couple early kills, made it so the people rushing the point were only 3 instead of 4. And helping out his team's defenses just like that by being overly aggressive. I love overly aggressive play styles because if they do good, they do great.
Definitely, and it's always fun to watch if they're going to be that aggressive and it works out for them.
It's the pop-off moment. It's like, this guy's going in, he's 1 versus like 17 and he's getting all the kills. And oh my gosh, I'm not sure why one team has 17 players. That's me, but going into it.
So Snapper Canal is next. I know Nine and I talked about how we feel about it before. How do you feel about it?
Oh, Snapper Canal. I like it. You guys are like, I don't really like it. I actually really like it. It's a fun map. I love seeing the different zones of this map sometimes come into play. You say a lot of this map doesn't come into play on occasion. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes someone taking the road less traveled to get an opportune flank or get an opportune situation. I like seeing the creativity that sometimes comes out on this map, and seeing that the water kills half the team constantly.
Yeah,
as we saw in that last
game. I don't know. It was like
nerf the water, man. That was insane. It was unfortunate. Just as the spectator camera cuts over to them, they just happen to fall in the water, and you can't really stop that, unfortunately. But Capersonal, going into it, we're gonna see some more Blaster play, some more E-Leader play. What? So interesting. I like seeing it, man. I like seeing it.
It's a map where long range, as I said before, is good, but I mean, is E-Leader good is the question. I'm not really sure.
I feel there's a good chance for E-Leader to be very good here. I mean, let's look at the the alive counter right now. On one team, none on the other, and unfortunately, that is the side of the E-Leader that did go down. Køntøn Knights making a very, very strong push at the start of this game, and they're continuing to make a strong push. It's another 2-down situation. They just keep going down. The E-Leader trying to take down the point, but playing jump rope with the laser there for a second was Vega, only to go down a second later. And right now, honestly, Køntøn Knights keeping this push up, not actually for that as long. They are going to go down right now, just as I pointed out.
Yeah, a decent stop there after things look kind of bad for Crunchy Moms here, and they're going to try to get back into it.
Interesting.
Put those Ink Mines in,
I was thinking it too.
Want to get flanked.
Oh,
Faces
that's
might
actually
get
pretty
flanked,
good.
Yeah.
The one up top was for certainly anti-flanking. Oh, maybe from down there. No. I guess that is pretty good for like an E-leader strategy. Like, hey, let me camp the crow's nest up here, and if anyone wants to approach me, well, I'll know where you are pretty fast. That being said, doing a good job popping
Now
those.
he's kind of pushed forward, and his sub-weapon really isn't doing anything for him at the moment. So that's the problem with the ink mines. Sometimes you're just playing without a sub-weapon, and that can really bite you in the butt later.
Yeah, but I mean, like in this situation with the E-leader and the scope, the scope E-leader especially, your whole goal is to be getting those pick-off kills. Like, sometimes you don't really need the sub. Your goal is to focus on staying back and getting the kills. But that being said, they were the one who got killed in that situation. It looks like it is now on the side of Køntøn Knights to try and get a little bit of a push going right here. And they are in the lead. It's not them who needs to be doing the pushing. But, only having a 52-point push, not always the best, situation. Those bubbles are going to be such a great defensive tool, though. And
Bubbles
getting the
definitely
person
come in
who's
handy.
flanking them.
He does find that person as behind, as you did say, and now he just got to watch out for the E-leader. Going to play jump rope once again, trying to get something to going onto the tower here, as his teammate elects to ride it himself. But they do spot one out. I think it's an Enzap who's behind. Beal's there, trying to stop the push himself. He's pretty much in no man's land. Gets taken down at the top of our screen. We see at the bottom of the screen, though, at another battle going on, and it seems like Køntøn Knights wins this battle for now.
Yeah, and right now they need to get over the curse of the second checkpoint. See, the checkpoints, if you guys are unaware, unless you fully dissipate them, unless you fully capture a checkpoint, they reset every time the tower moves away from it. So right now, even though they're at 46 points, that tower ain't gonna go anywhere until they fully dissipate those points down until I think about 40. In which case the checkpoint will go away and they're able to move again. That's important. Oh, whoa. That was an unfortunate death.
Yeah,
See,
that's a little
look, we were talking about nerfing
unfortunate
the water. The water got buffed. The water literally had suction functionality in that situation. Just sucking them right on down into the void below. Unfortunate for the player there. Ooh, Alex.
Hyper-aggressive Alex, as you mentioned before, does take down the E-leader, and that's a full wipe. Køntøn Knights right now a 4-0 situation. Alex is in a prime position, but I think if the E-leader called out to the rest of the team that he's still there, they're going to try and get him. They do get him, and Crunchy Mom's back in a position to maybe get something to work.
Yeah, man. Ooh, good double kill right there. And it looks like there's a full down situation from Køntøn Knights. Unable still to cap that second point, man. That second checkpoint, it's the curse of the second checkpoint. You cannot get past it with a team, it's a trial. It's a trial. The first checkpoint, not that hard. One wipe will do it. Second checkpoint, that's where it truly matters. Can you get past it? And right now, it looks like Crunchy Bounce was trying to make something happen there, but is pretty much all going to go, it's a full wipe, all going to go down in favor of Køntøn Knights right there, trying to get back into it again.
Just having a little trouble with their execution on their pushes. Their defense has been pretty solid so far, but it's just that offense that isn't working for them. And some fancy movement there by Robin to get the kill onto the pro here. He's pushed forward a little bit too much. Bills picks him off with the Enzap of his own, trying to stop the tower now for his team.
That was some fancy movement. You just brought it up, and man, that was some really fancy movement. And right now, Alex, the MVP, we're going to spectate him for a little bit. This is a tough situation. I play roller. When you're being looked at by a charger, you got to play it really well, because you have no way to hit them, and they have every opportunity to hit you. But right now, they are going in, man. Every time, Crunchy Moms turns their attention towards the tower, Alex is there to rain on your parade. And here he is. Simple name, complex strategy. Køntøn Knights gonna be taking that second game and the set. And moving on to bracket. Very good stuff from them. Whew.
Knights did a very good job there to secure that lead, but shoutouts to Crunchy Moms there. Well, to be honest, they just had a little bit of execution problems. Like, we're seeing a lot of that today. I think just those teams just need a little bit more experience. But that comes with the more you play. And shout out to Crunchy Moms for their cool looking Twitch emote and their good play.
That's right. And we are going to be kicking it over to about a 30-minute break as we set up the bracket stage of the tournament here. Thank you all for watching so far. We will be back momentarily. Take this time to relax, tell a friend, invite someone over. I'm just saying, man, Splatoon and tournaments in general, Smash tournaments, everything, they're fun to watch with some friends. Get hype over some moments. You know, if you guys got some roommates, get them out of their cave. Get them all together. put it on for the family. The family probably won't even understand what you're talking about. What is a Splatoon? But you know what? They might find some enjoyment out of your enjoyment. Anyway, we're gonna be going up into finals bracket in about 30 minutes. We'll be seeing you guys soon. I have been Failbo, and I've been commentating with the lovely
Man. So shout outs to everyone who's helped put on this presentation so far, and 9 Whole Grains himself, who's been commentating earlier. And I guess just have fun with your little break here. We'll be trying to get that bracket ready. See some great teams here. I believe it's 2 teams from each group who do move on. So lots of teams and lots of fun. So yeah.
That's right. I've been Fails, this has been Walkie, and we'll see you guys in just a bit.